everybody, this is Elissa from Mank Arts and Crafts, and today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the long-awaited, and what everybody wants to see, video that is going to be my pen hoard. So to start off the pen hoard, we're going to be doing it in phases because, of course, I have a lot of pens. And I figured I'd start off with my pen hoard video with the pens that have been set off to the side because these have been the ones that I've kind of determined as my favorite pens. I haven't gone through and rotated them out at all yet, so like this may change at some point, but for right now, these are the 10 pens that I have determined as like my favorites, or the ones that I'm like, I love them and how they look so much. And then of course this little shorty that is like my go-to take with me for travel or anything else, and it's also one of my favorite pens as well. So kind of like my 11 favorite pens, I guess you could say. So first off, this incredibly gorgeous pen right here comes to us from MTN Inspirations, and it's a hybrid, and I absolutely love hybrids, and I love everything about this pen. It is like the perfect length. I love the design that they did for it, and oh, it is stunning, and you are not going to go behind my easel, little one. Not happening. Little turd. So this is pen number 1, you could say, and these are not going to be in, these ones are going to be in an order of like the oldest to the newest of like when I put them in the favorited pile from like all of my pens. I don't sort them by shop. I sort them by like when I purchased them. So they're going to all be like oldest to newest. And that's going to be one of the challenges because it's like I don't sort them by shop, and I don't want to sort them by shop because I kind of like having them in the evolution of the pens and kind of seeing how my pen styles and picks and everything has evolved over time, as opposed to organizing them by the shop in how I purchased them. So next up, so this is one of the earliest pens that I got, and it actually is one of my all-time favorites. This comes to us from Stacey Travis, or Lady Lathe Customs by Design, and this is an absolutely stunning, stunning pen. She is a beauty. Love, love, love this pen. It is gorgeous. All right, so I'm back. I just realized that I was filming and my camera was tilted the wrong way, but do not lick the pen, sushi. So this, like I said, this pen is from Stacey Travis, or Lady Lathe Customs by Design, and it is this was actually, I think this was actually the first hybrid that I ever actually got, and it is a stunning one. I love the colors of it. I love the wood, and this one kind of started me on the journey of hybrids. So that was my first ever hybrid. Love it. It is stunning. I love the feel of it in my hand. Do not chew on the pen. She's like, but I want to, Mom. I'm a kitten. I have to chew all the things. And then next up, we have this stunning pen. This is an Enabler's Outpost pen, and I love the color, and I love this like glitter right in here. I love everything. Do not. You'll notice that I love this like teal color, and I love glitter. Like those are going to be a trend that you'll notice in here. Pastels, teals, do not chew on the pen. No, we do not need to chew. Okay, you can lick me now. So that is an Enabler's Outpost pen. You'll notice a lot of Enabler's Outpost pens. They were one of the pen shops that I found early on, and I absolutely love their pens. Next up is this beautiful, stunning pen from Peachy Keen Pens. You'll notice that there's a trend. I also have a lot of Peachy Keen pens in my pen hoard, and this is one of them. It is a stunning one. I love the pastels, and I love that Allison puts the bling in her pens, and this is a beautiful, like, oh, I love this blank, how this blank kind of like turned out in here. Oh, stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This is a custom that I had done where I sent the blank to House of Rainbows, and I love the glitter and the gradation and the coloring of this one, and the simplicity of this turn was just perfect, and I like that it's not the same length on each side. And again, here's that same like tealy aqua minty color. Oh, now you're just gonna be just too stinking cute, Sue. She's like, it's morning nap time, Mom. And then next up, we have this blank, or this pen, which is another Enabler's Outpost pen. I am obsessed with these flowers, these mini flowers in these pens. Oh, they are like my heart. I need to like speed up, otherwise we're gonna take like 3 hours to go through all my pens. And then this one is a stunning blank, or a stunning pen from Norse Alchemist. I found this to be a, like, I love the hand grip on these, and these like potpourri, however you say it, inside it is stunning, and there's such a high gloss on them, it's hard to see. This is another Peachy Keen pen. I think this is my only like rounds. These are very distracting for me, but I could not, like, I love this pen as well. These greens and the blues, I'm a sucker for those, in the pastel colors as well. Do not glare at me, kitten. But this is another Enabler's Outpost one, but I mean, look at this like blank. Look at that honeycombing on here. And it's a little bit of a different turn than what Edward normally does. But again, oh, my skin is super dry. Stunning. And then this one is, I believe this is a Norse Alchemist blank that Enabler's Outpost did. And the whites of this one in the flower. Do not know. We are not going to eat it. It's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. I could not resist this one. And I needed a white pen. And then this one from Leopard Leatherworks is one of my all-time favorite pens too. You guys have seen me use this many, many times on my channel because this is the Fire and Ice pen. It is an all-time favorite. So those are my top 10 pens plus my like mini pen that I take with me for travel. This is pretty much what I use for my paint gems, and this goes with me for travel for everything because it's the perfect size. It fits in everything. So those are my top 10 that usually sit on this little tray, which is from Bella Art de Nicole, the 3D printed rainbow tray, and it sits on a shelf next to my desk. So these ones are not ever in like the case. They're always out as display because they're just so gorgeous. And sometimes I'll swap them out. This one won't ever go in a tray or in one of the cases because of the rings, but the other ones could potentially swap out with other pens. But those are the first ones, and now we're going to pull out some of the cases and start looking through the pens in the cases. So I was trying to think of how I wanted to do this and how I wanted to lay it out, but I'm like, I don't want to get everything out of order. So I think we're going to kind of go through it in the order like this, and I can pull the pens out and we can look at them and then kind of go from there and see how they look. So the first up, this one is a beautiful pen. These are some of my early pens that you're going to see. And this is one that you can get from, like a simple pens that you can get from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop, where you can kind of pick that, like, it's a great place to start out with for your pens. And I love this color of this pen. What are you doing, Sue? She's like, I'm playing, Mom, I'm playing. So this is one of my the first handmade pens that I ever purchased were from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. And that's what this one is right here. And then I have, this one was from Lathworks, and it's a wood pen. And this was my first wood pen, was this one. And it's this beautiful purple wood pen. And you'll notice that I don't typically take the tips out of my pen after I use them. A couple of them have the tips taken out, and then, which I need to go back and put tips back in, but I don't enjoy having to put tips in pens. So you'll notice a trend as we get going that most of my pens have the tips still in. And then we have a few more pens from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. So we've got 3 more Jim's Handmade Pen Shop pens right here. So here are these gorgeous 3 blanks. There'll be moments when I pause as I get to pens that I don't remember exactly where I got them from. So I'll have to like pause and look up exactly where I got the pen from. So there will be awkward pauses and periods where I find the pen shop that I got the pen from, because some of them I do not remember off the top of my head. But here are 3 more Jim's Handmade Pen Shop pens. And these are the earliest ones that I had. And I think I liked the 4 bump versus the 3 bump. But this one was I think I liked this blank better than the other ones. But these are great, like, beginner pens if you don't know what you want. I found that like this one is some of them are a little bit thicker than others. This is a perfect thickness for me, whereas these two are a little bit thicker, and I do not enjoy like, I love the blank and I think that is absolutely gorgeous, but it's a little bit thick for me. So these are ones that I feel like I need to actually destash because I'm not going to use it. It's like, it's gorgeous, it's really pretty, but it's a little bit thick, whereas this one is thinner, so I can actually use it. The other 2 are a little bit thicker, and I'm not going to use them because they don't fit anymore now that I've found what my hand likes. That's a little bit fat for my hand, and I'm not going to use it for the finger grip. And then we get into, now that the kitten is done kittening, this beauty. Boop, 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 boop. This is another Peachy Keen pen. This is I'm super happy that I found Peachy Keen pens as early as I did, because you'll notice that there are a lot of Peachy Keen pens in my pen hoard, and I love all of Allison's pens. I have been a very religious pen buyer from Allison for like over a year now, and this is one of my favorites as well. Like, all of them are my favorites because they are all beautiful and unique, but look at the gorgeous greenness of this, and it's like the very beachy vibes, and I love that she adds the gems to them. The bling just makes my heart happy. And then we come into this one from Diamond Pen Pal. I had another Diamond Pen Pal one, but I gave it with the roll stop, but I gave that one to my mom, and my mom uses that one because it doesn't roll, and she lives in my parents live full-time in an RV, so they don't have a lot of space, so then you don't have to worry about it rolling off of her desk. And I liked the gems inside this one. And you can see I've had this one for a year, and it's been inside this for a year. I can't tell. I think it may have already started to kind of like the resin may have already started to yellow a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad because of the, like it doesn't like make it look off. It just I can't tell if it has started to yellow or if that was just the off color of this one because of the gems inside of it. I can't tell, but it looks really pretty, and I like the simplicity of it with the beads inside. This one I got from Les Creations de Clos, I believe is where I got this one. I'll have to pull up my iPad to take a look and see. But yes, I believe this was a Les Creations de Clos pen from them. Yes, that would be correct. I got this from them when I got a couple diamond paintings from them as well. So that's that pen. And then we have this one was my first Leopard Leatherworks pen, and this was made to match a painting. The fairy, the one with the fairy with the Fairy Queen one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I haven't worked on it yet, so I have not used this pen yet. It's like the snow fairy with the snowflake that she's holding in her hands. But that's what this pen was made for. So this is one of their earliest pens. So it's kind of cool seeing like the evolution of their pens from like this being one of the first ones that I got from them a year ago to this pen here. Cause it's like their pen turning has evolved over that past year or so. Tim has definitely evolved as a turner as well, which is really cool seeing how he's grown as a turner and his pen style has changed and how he does things. But that's that first one from there. And then we've got this one here is another Stacey Travis Lady Lathe Customs by Designs. It's just more of a gentle grip here. She does have some gems in this one here, and I liked the confetti in this one here. And then we have 3 more of the Leopard Leatherworks pens. These are ones that I believe I had sent I had gotten the blanks from Builder, which is all things handcrafted, and then I had them sent to over to Leopard Leatherworks. So we have just this white sparkly blank. And then we have this one, which I love the look of this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love all things sparkly. And this one has like that nice comfortable grip. This is one that I did not keep the tip in because I think I moved the tip over to here. And I love the rainbow look of this blank right here, this pen right here. It's so stunning. And then we come into this one, which is a Enabler's Outpost pen. This is when I started getting pens from Enabler's Outpost. This was like from the first one that I got from Enabler's Outpost. This is when I first discovered them. And then this one right here. And I was like, oh wait, I like these. These are wonderful. And I kind of discovered them at that point. And then I think I got a couple more pens from I believe, I'm trying to think if these ones were still, these are O'Brien's Custom Turning. That's where I got these 2 pens. These 2 are from O'Brien Custom Turning. And this one I love with like the confetti in there. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Look at that. That's like such cool confetti wise. So fascinating seeing all of these pens. It's like a story to like look back through. And then this was more of like a gentle turn. Because you don't know what the pens are gonna like look like fully, even if you see a picture of it, until you actually are like holding the pen in your hand. And I was like, oh, these are 4 bumps, and then this is like the 3 bump, and I was like, okay, I'm not really, the 3 bump is kind of boring. And that was this one. And then we come into another Enabler's Outpost pen. That's usually something I can always pick out an Enabler's Outpost pen. I think my favorite grips of all time for hand grips are Edward's, these pointy grips right here. Those are my favorite tips of all time, are how Edward does that for hand grips. And that's part of why I have so many Enabler's Outpost pens, is because they are so comfortable in my hand for holding on to, with how Edward does those grips right there. That's like my main reason why I buy so many Enabler's Outpost pens, is that grip. That's my main reason. So we have now gone through the first set of pens. Now we're going to go into our next layer of pens. And we'll go running through here. So another Enabler's Outpost pen. You can see here with all of that glitter in there, confetti glitter. And then we have this one, which is, this is one that's a Leopard Leatherworks pen. I can tell by the feel of the pen. This was a, this is one that, yeah, look at how beautiful it is. Ugh, like, I love that blank. Oh, stunning blank. That's Leopard Leatherworks. This is another Peachy Keen pen right here. I can tell like the, oh, that's definitely a Peachy Keen pen. Oh my goodness, that's so stunning. And then this one is actually a paint gem pen. There's just something to say. It's like a basic pen. It's very similar to the Turning. This is an acrylic pen as opposed to the resin pens. And it's very similar to the style of like the Jim's handmade pens. And it's a little bit fatter, but you know, I loved the coloring of it. So that's why I have this one. And I've actually used it a fair number as well. But yeah, that's a paint gem pen. And then we have another Leopard Leatherworks pen right here with like kind of a funky style turn, and like the different styling in there are super cool. And then we have another Leopard Leatherworks. This one I thought was really neat with that like this casing, like this window casing right here, to be able to see that little window glitter case in the middle. That's Leopard Leatherworks. And then we have, this one is a House of Rainbows right here. This one, it's a little bit of a longer blank, a longer one. I didn't, that one was not cut down, but that one's longer than my normal pens. And then these two are also, I'm trying to think, I think these three are also, I think these three are also House of Rainbows, yes. So here is this next one here, right there. And this one right here with its little stars in there. Droop. And now we come back over to this side, which I love the stars on that. But yeah, those are a little bit longer than my normal pen. those are all, I think, closer to the 6-inch length, which I don't really use a 6-inch pen that much anymore. Yeah, those are like 5 3/4, which my go-to is a 5 1/4, which you'll see all of the rest, the majority of the rest of them are much shorter. Here we have a snowflake, rainbow or red snowflake pen. That's Enabler's Outpost. And then we have another Enabler's Outpost in this rainbowy color. And then we have this one with ducks in it. I love that one with the ducks. There, it just cracks me up with the ducks. Another Enabler's Outpost. This one is also an Enabler's Outpost, but I loved the purple and white. And then they had these like these flower blanks, and I am obsessed with these flower blanks. So you'll see a ton of these. So that's Enabler's Outpost. Here's another Enabler's Outpost with that flower blank and the purples with butterflies in it. Stunning. This is a super, super thin one and it has a little, I need to put some resin to do that. And this one, like, Elizabeth sold at like a super discount because of that crack right there. And that's also why you'll see, I have not used this one yet. What I'll probably end up doing is putting the single placer over here on this side and force that part with resin, and then put my multi-placer on this side. So that way I can actually have it set up like an actual pen. This is going to be, this one is a Peachy Keen pen. Yep, this one's a Peachy Keen pen. I can tell from the dual-sided there. Stunning, stunning pen. Love how, like, I just love how she does all these turns. They're so fascinating. And then this one is a Norse Alchemist pen. Trying to go through this quickly because we have so many to go, and I'm already at like 15 minutes worth of pens, and we're only like halfway through the first book. Here is another Norse Alchemist pen. Look at that beauty. She is gorgeous. Love it. I'm trying to think, which one was this? Oh, yes, this is a, was that one an MTN Inspirations? Yes, this pen is from MTN Inspirations. I had to think about it for a moment. That's an MTN Inspirations fall collection. It's fatter than I'd like, so this is one that I think I need to put as a D-stash, because it is definitely fatter and bigger than what I'd like. I really need to go through and pull some of these out and say, okay, D-stash, because too big, too fat. I obviously, like, I don't think I even used it because I got it and I was like, that's way too fat. Some of my other MTN, all my other MTN inspiration pens I actually like because they're the perfect thickness. That one, way too fat. Another Enablers Outpost, very lightly flowered with butterflies in it. And then this one is just like a solid colored, just teal minty. Love that color blank pen from Enablers Outpost. This one was kind of like a unique style colored one that was kind of different than everything else, but also came to me from Enablers Outpost. That was one that was a little bit different than all the others, but also Enablers Outpost. So that was one that was a stunner from them. And then let me go back over, close that. I've got my Etsy pulled up so I can kind of look through all the pens as I'm going to say, okay, where did I get that pen from? This one, this one was actually a surprise for me because it was a little bit different than everything else, but was also an Enablers Outpost. Completely shocker that they had this on their shop. But this was an Enablers Outpost pen as well, I believe. Let me verify that it wasn't from one of the Etsy pens. Let's see. Yes, so this one was also from Enablers Outpost, which was why it so shocked me because I'm not used to seeing like wood pens up on their shop, and it was so stunning and beautiful with the dyed woods. That was Enablers Outpost. And then these two were also Enablers Outpost. I love the sparkles. I think this was a massive pen haul that I got right before like the holidays from them, and I liked that like little whoosh of white in there. And these are ones that I used for like the new year. And then this was another glittery like pen that also made me think like new year. This is a Lazy River wood turning pen that I got on a D-stash, and that's actual real money in the tip of that pen. And then this is another Lazy River wood turning pen right here. This is a wood one, dyed wood and a little bit of resin in there. Beautiful one there. And then we have two. This little mini is a Lady Lathe Custom by Design. Super cute one. Another Lady Lathe Custom by Design. This was the August one for the August time frame. So now we're kind of up through these ones. These are the ones that I used for the new year, but we're kind of cutting up into August time frame because this was for the I won this pen because my birthday was in August. And then we have, this one is also an Enablers Outpost pen. This is a blank that they got from, I believe this was a Norse Alchemist or a Cocoon blank. I think it was a Norse Alchemist blank because of the lacy stuff in there. But this was a Enablers Outpost turn. And then we have these two pens that I got from Butterfly Effectwares. I think these were my first ever pens from Butterfly Effectwares. And they are stunning, and I think that's one of my favorite colorways ever from Butterfly Effectwares were these two, and I got two of them on that drop. I was shocked. And then we have my first ever pens from Swampwood. I got this one, which is kind of like a Halloween-y colors there, and then we have this one with like the green and black with the gems in it. So those were my first two Swampwood pens. And then we have this gorgeousness right here, which is another Enablers Outpost pen. You can always tell by that tip. It's like a classic Edward tip. I love that tip. And I love that pen. And then we come into, we're into the back swath. Another Enablers Outpost pen right here. And then we have, this one is an MTN Inspirations pen. I'm saving this to work on one of my Pink Flamingo canvases with because I needed a Pink Flamingo pen for a Pink Flamingo canvas. That was a must-have. And then we have this pen right here is another Lady Lathe Customs by Design. That one right there with the kind of like the potpourri type stuff in the middle with the wood pens. She does a lot of the wood ones. And then we got this one is another Swampwood pen. Like I said, I have a lot of pens. Enablers Outpost. And then we have, this was another one that Edward turned from, that they got some of the fancy blanks, and that was another, I think another of the fancy blanks that Edward turned, and I thought it was so pretty. So even though it's fatter than I normally go for, I did get that one. So that's an Enablers Outpost pen. And then this one was a fatter pen, but it was so pretty. So it's a little bit fatter than I normally go with, but it is still an Enablers Outpost pen. But I couldn't pass it up because it's got little like kitty cats on the inside of it. So it's fatter than I normally go for. And then here is another MTN Inspirations pen. Enablers Outpost. Like I said, I have a lot of Enablers Outpost pens. Mochi, what are you doing? Are you giving your paws a bath? What are you doing? Hey, did I disturb you? You were just getting too intense. And then we get into the tail end of them. So this one, I had been trying to get like this pen or this colorway of pen from Enablers Outpost in this size for like 4 weekends in a row, and I kept missing it, and I finally got it. But that is an Enablers Outpost one. And then we have another Enablers Outpost one. I love like that dark, like the confetti, gold, bronze confetti in there with that color. Oh, stunning. And then we have a couple Leopard Leatherworks pens. So this one is one of my favorites as well. I love this style of turning, like right here. It's kind of similar to the other one that I have, but I love that with the, this blank in this colorway is stunning. So that's Leopard Leatherworks. That's one of my favorites. And then we have this one, which is kind of an interesting turn right there with that blank right there. So that's another Leopard Leatherworks. And then we have another Swampwood pen. I love, like, this is one of my favorite colorways, is this, like, Tiffany bluish color. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And now we've got, let me see. This one comes to us from Madwood Turnings, which is in Slovenia. And this is like a little bit of that resin with the wood, and this was my first pen from them, and I got this back in November. So now we're up to like November time frame, so we're getting closer. This is a Butterfly Effectors pen. This one's, I tried using it, but it's way too fat, and it's hard to kind of for me to get a feel with the Butterfly Effectors which numbers correspond with like the regular pens that I can use versus the regular pens that are way too fat. I loved this blank, and I loved the colorway. I did snag one of the minis, and this one I love to pieces, but this one is way too fat. So this one is another one that I'm going to have to put in like the de-stash pile, because I love the blank colorway pattern with the Christmas trees. It's very much my like winter Christmas tree, because it's like the pen is the ground to the tree to the sky all the way up. And the mini one I'm definitely keeping. And that was like a very similar feel that I got with this one, which is from Kevin's Creations, which the pen is beautiful, but again, it's a little bit too fat for me for this one as well. So it had a similar fatness feel to it. And I loved the green to blue for this one, but it ended up being a little bit too fat for me and how I like to hold my pens. So that one is one that I'm going to have to like de-stash as well, this pen from Kevin's Creations. So I have another one from him as well that I will be able to actually use. But that is pen, which I'll show you once we break into the second tray of these. So those are now we're into my Black Friday shopping for pens that I purchased on Black Friday. But, so this is pen case number 1. Pen case number 2, we have this lovely wood one, which is also from Kevin's Creations, which is the one which is comfortable and perfect size and works wonderfully, and love it. And then we have 2 beauties from Shimmering Canvases. So I love these stunners. They are gorgeous. And you can see the angle is hard. Oh, that's because I was butting into that pen. Love that one is my favorite. Love it. So there are those 2. They're a little bit longer, so I should probably not or I have to angle it a little bit more to get them out better with that. And then we have some Enablers Outpost pens. Have to angle these ones. They're a little tricky to get out. This one is like a Christmas snowflake pen. There, we're back into like my thin pens, which I love. Another snowflake pen. I was in a snowflake buying mood because it was Black Friday. This one kind of was snowflakes and Christmassy, New Year's-y type themed feel. This one kind of gave me like that glimmer, glitter type stuff. Also Enabler's Outpost. These next three are customs that I had, and I think I gave Edward wrong sizes. They're a little bit fatter, but they're just so pretty. And I can use them, but not for long periods of time. So there's this one, which is stunning. Let me grab the next two pens, or the next ones off of my desk, because I'm actively using them right now. I need to start swapping my pens every 2 days and go through them quicker. This one with the confetti goes right here, and it is a stunning one. And then we have this one, which is a beachy one with little turtles, so that was a must-have. So these ones don't have tips in the butts because I have not used them yet. And then we will roll into, oh, that one I need to put back. And then we will go into our Harry Potter series. So we have the 4 houses. You'll have all 4 houses. This is one that I'm using right now, the green Slytherin one. And then we have the rest of the houses that you can see right here. And I love how you've got the Deathly Hallows in the front end for your blanks. And they're all, I went with the thin, because if you buy one, you have to buy them all. At least that's how my brain works. And then we have another set of beautiful blanks right here. These were another set of customs that I had done as well. And these ones I actually had turned the proper dimensions and the proper sizes. So here are 3 more customs from Enabler's Outpost that I actually gave Edward the proper dimensions for. So those are 3 more that you can see right there. That one is a stunning one. I have not had a chance to use these ones yet because I'm still working my way through these ones. This one I did use. This was in like the, I think the winter mystery box from Enabler's Outpost. Like I said, I've got a lot of Enabler's Outpost pens. This one is another one that was that I got from Enabler's Outpost. I really liked this blank, and I sent that to them, or they found that blank for me. Oh, my hand is so dry. This one is one that I think was like a little tiny mini cheapy pen that I took out, so I need to like shift stuff up. And this one is one that I definitely am going to destash. I think it was in one of their mystery boxes, but it's so fat, and this is like a much bigger and fatter pen that I will never end up using it because it's so fat. But that's another Enabler's Outpost pen. So for all of you big pen lovers, you've got some big pens that you could use. This stunning beauty right here is from Creations Morin, and it is a stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, perfect pen, and I cannot wait to use it because it is like everything dreamsicle pen-wise, everything pen-wise. The next 3 are Butterfly Effectwares pens, and I have decided that my go-to Butterfly Effectwares are the mini pens. You can see here are 3 stunning mini pens from Butterfly Effectwares. I know it's probably going to bother you guys that we're not laying the pens out by pen shop because you won't get to see all of the pens from the one pen shop, but oh well, this is how we're doing it because this is how we're doing it. Let's see. There's our shimmering canvases. I'm multitasking and looking into my iPad to make sure for some of these that I say the right thing. This one is a Peachy Keen pens. I can usually tell her pens off the top of my head easily. This is a Lady Lathe Customs by Design. Stunning, gorgeous, love it. And then we come over here, we have a couple Leopard Leatherworks pens. So this one right here, I think this one corresponds with Groovy Girl, which I do not have that canvas, but that pen is stunning. I think this is where, if I had put it, I think I had it in here originally and then I moved it, but this is where the Fire and Ice went, but I moved it over. So that's why that's a blank. And then this is another stunning pen from Leopard Leatherworks. And then here we have the Dragon one from Leopard Leatherworks. This pen is for the they had for my event in February. Then we have some more Enabler's Outpost beauties. I think some of these were ones that came, like that one came in one of the boxes, I think. And I get their monthly penscription as well. So if you wonder why I have so many pens, it's like for a while there I was buying pens on their weekly releases, and I was getting them in like the monthly subscription, because I get their monthly penscription that they have now, and I would get them in like the monthly mystery boxes. And now I usually don't get the pen drops. I'll just get customs, because I'll find the blank that I want and send it to them to get turned. So that's how I get most of my pens now. So I get the exact blank that I want as my preference, as opposed to all the extras. I'll just go for the specific blank. And then I get exactly the pen that I want. There's no questions about it. It's literally, this is the pen, the blank, all of it. So that's an Enablers Outpost pen. This red one, I think was I think what January is the garnet, so I think we're into January pens for these. This was another Enablers Outpost. Look at how beautiful that is. So stunning. And then the green, because I love me some greens, so look at the greens of that. Oh, gorgeous. And then we're gonna flip on over. This was another one. I could not resist this blank. I could not resist it, so that is another Enablers Outpost one. And then this one is one that was like a little shorty blank that I got, that I had sent, and like Enablers Outpost, Edward turned it, and it's a wood blank, which is really cool. And I actually need to swap the tip to the other side for this one. But yeah, it's a really cool pen. It's a wood pen. And then this is another wood pen that Edward turned for me as well. So it was really kind of cool seeing like a couple different wood pens. And then we have this stunning blank right here. So that's a cocoon blank. So they had a couple like wood blanks over at Cocoon Blanks that I had sent to Enablers Outpost. And then here was like one of the rare minis. I never see minis very rarely over at Enablers Outpost, and I saw that one and had to snag it. So that was one that I definitely had to snag. And then here is, I think that's the February pen from Enablers Outpost. This one is, I'm trying to think of where this one came from, because that one is not the normal one. That's a little bit different for this particular pen. Same thing for the next one. I'm like, where did I get this purple pen from? And this one's a little bit different than the normal. So where did this one come from? I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this particular pen from. I am befuddled. I am totally befuddled on where I got this pen from. It is completely skipping my mind, and I don't think I have a unboxing video for that one. This one, I believe, is a Poshy pen. So this is a Poshy pen right here. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that was one of my first Poshy pens. Right there. And this next one is a Leopard Leatherworks, that gray scale stunning Leopard Leatherworks pen. And then we come over here. This is another beauty from Peachy Keen Pens right there. That's a stunner. And then we have another beauty right here. This is from Enablers Outpost. Absolutely stunning pen. Love it. And then we have another Enablers Outpost. This is a super thin, like extra thin one from one of their mystery boxes. And then we have this beauty right here. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. Right there. I think this one was also, I think the stunning one was another Stacy Travis Lady Lathe Customs by Design, because that's very much her style, as well as this one right here. I believe that's what that one is. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm blanking, but this one definitely was. But so that's two pens that I'm not positive on, and I can't find the answer for. This is Enablers Outpost. This one, look at that beauty right there. Isn't she gorgeous? That one is a Poshy pen. That one right there, I know for sure. Poshy pen. This is Peachy Keen pen. Gorgeous pen right there. Love it. And then this one, if we go back over here to my Etsy, I know that I got from Black Wolf Woodworks. I think that was my first Black Wolf Woodworks. Have not used it yet. It ended up being a little bit fatter than I was expecting, because it's hard when you've never worked with one of their pens before. So we'll see how I like it. It might be a little bit too fat, and this may end up going in my D-stash. because it's fatter than I was expecting. That's Black Wolf Woodworks. Now we're getting into the end of the pens. Here is this one that I had gems added to. This comes to us from Enabler's Outpost. So that's one from there. And here's another one of those stunning minis that they just happened to have that I snagged from Enabler's Outpost. It's so rare that we see those minis from Enabler's Outpost. Here's another fun pen from Enabler's Outpost. And then here are 2 blanks that I had. This one I had, they were very similar blanks from Cocoon Blanks. And I had this blue one sent to Leopard Leatherworks with these like baseball bat tips. And then I had the pink one sent to Enabler's Outpost because I kind of wanted to see like how 2 different turnings from 2 different shops would go. And then here we have another one from Enabler's Outpost with some gems in it. And then you have right here another Butterfly Effect Wares with the cherry blossoms. This one's a little bit of the larger style, but still the thin. It's a regular, but a thin regular. Enabler's Outpost, saying the wrong thing on it. There's Enabler's Outpost pen. We're getting close, you guys. We're getting close. This one is another mini with a gorgeous, gorgeous blank from Butterfly Effect Wares, but it's a little bit of a fatter mini. So that one will be Borderline. And then look at this gorgeous, gorgeous blank right there. This is one of my newer ones that I've got, and that is a, let's see, this is one of the newer ones, and this is a Peachy Keen pens, and that is stunning. It looks like an ice cream cone. And this is MTN Inspirations. I like the mini pens from MTN Inspirations the best, and it's got pearls in it. This came in a Pure Bliss wax box, so it kind of reminds me of the pen from Paint Gem, but I don't have any in that particular color. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen right here. This was one of the blanks that I had sent to Enabler's Outpost, and look at that gorgeous, gorgeous blank. Here is another one from Enabler's Outpost. It reminds me of a galaxy. And here is another one from Enabler's Outpost. So 2 of them. I think this one came in mystery box, I believe. I can't remember if all 3 of them were customs or 2 were customs and 1 was a mystery box, or if all 3 were customs. I think all 3 were customs. This one was a new to me shop, my first time doing their shop, so this is like my only blank I have from them. And this comes to us from, let's see, this is, Mike's Diamond Pens, and it is a very beautiful, beautiful pen. So you've got the wood and then like the dyed resin stuff up into there. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. Love it. It is stunning. And then we have this stunning pen right here, which is, that's right. Okay, I just remembered. This is a pen that I got from Enabler's Outpost that I think was a custom, I believe, or whatnot, but it was it was wrapped inside of a painting, so I didn't find it until I was looking at the painting, because it was inside a pen tube, inside a painting, and I completely forgot about this pen. So I've had this pen for a while. It's a pen from like 6 months ago, but I completely forgot about it until I was like, wait. I was like going through my paintings, and I unrolled the painting because it was in a tube and I needed to know what painting was in the tube. And then I realized, oh, there's a pen in that painting. And that's why I couldn't find it in anything, because I've had the pen for a while. But I didn't realize I had the pen because I forgot about it. That's the sign that you have too many pens, right? So that's what that pen is. It's from Enabler's Outpost. All right. And then we have this gorgeous Swampwood pen stunner right there. And that's the last of the pens from this pen tray, or this pen, container right here. So now we're going to go ahead and close this one up, and we're going to look at the last couple pens that I have, which aren't nearly as many as this. Yes, I know my pen books are overflowing, but you do what you got to do. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. Just a few more pens to go. And the last few pens that I have, we are going to look at the last few pens, and this is it. The last of the pens. The last of Mohicans, last of the pens. We have 2 pens from MTN Inspirations. These ones with pearls and flowers. A blue one and a pink one, and they're the perfect thin size, so I couldn't resist and got both of those. And we have this one right here. It is a beautiful one. It has a little bit of like a flat, like no roll to it. And this is got that, what is it, it's got that little bit of that no roll stop on it. And it is like a stunning, like a sunset kind of a coloring to it. And this one, it's beautiful, beautiful pen. I'm stalling because I can't remember the name of the shop. It's like, what is it? Madwood, Black Wolf Woodworks. That's where this one comes from. It's Black Wolf Woodworks. Is this one right here. Black Wolf Woodworks. It is a beautiful, beautiful pen. I love like the sunset coloring in here. It is beautiful. Super stunning. But that's that pen right there. And it is gorgeous. So we're going to put it back in there. And that is that one. And then we have another one from Enabler's Outpost. And then we have another Peachy Keen pen, which was a stunner. And then this one was super fascinating, and it has an actual like spent used old casing in there for a shell casing inside it. So that one was like really interesting, fascinating pen. And then this mini pen, which is another of the Cherry Blossom Sakura series from Butterfly Effect Wares. I got another one from Norse Alchemist, which was in this purple diamond coloration. And then we have this one from Swampwood. I love that color pattern. And another beautiful stunner from Swampwood Pens. And then we come over here. We have Leopard Leatherworks. These are a couple customs that I had done. This one, which is like one of my favorite turns ever, is this style of turn, and I love, love, love that pen. That is another one also from Leopard Leatherworks. This beauty right here, is that not stunning? Absolutely stunning. Ah, love it. So pretty. Ah, I love a good hybrid. They are just gorgeous. So gorgeous. Like a good hybrid. This is one of my newer pens. I love like the lace that you get in there. The lace is just beautiful for them. But this one is, this one is from Pashi Pens. I had to look and see. That's hard because you have to like go to their Facebook page when it's something released on the Facebook. So this is from Pashi Pens. I love the lace work in there. This is another Peachy Keen pen, and I love this one because guess what? There's a pink flamingo, so that's a Peachy Keen pen. And then we have another Enabler's Outpost. This one is from a new to me shop. This is from, I want to make sure I say it correctly. I think it's Lucky Resin Works. Let me like scroll down to the bottom and make sure I'm saying that correctly. This is, Lucky's Resin Works over on Etsy. This is a new shop. That's what that one is from. And then the last one we're going to see, this is Butterfly Effect Wares. That's just like a straight green one, but I love the mini and I love that style, and I was happy that I was able to get it, and I love green. So that is the last one. And I do have a couple new pens as well, but they just arrived and they're going to be due for an unboxing in some of this. So some of these you're getting a sneak peek on because I already pre-unboxed them for my next 2 small shop hauls. So you're getting a sneak peek of pens that have not been shown yet on the channel. So you'll have to see them in their actual official unboxing over the next 2 weeks. And then I just got some packages in today, yesterday, which includes some pens, but I'm not going to unbox them yet because those will be for the next small shop haul. They're going to sit for a couple weeks. So that is all of my pens. You guys have now seen my massive pen hoard, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my massive pen hoard. Now I need to go finish packing for the retreat because I'm filming this on Wednesday, and I am leaving really, 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 really early Thursday morning to go to the airport for the retreat. So you guys will be able to enjoy this video ahead of time because there's no way I could film this when I'm, going to be at the retreat. But anyways, yes, that is the pen hoard. It's a lot of pens. I have a lot. But I love them, and they're so pretty. So, and what I've started doing is I'm not buying as many pens straight from shops anymore, unless it's like certain ones like Swampwood or like my Peachy Keen pens, which those ones are like very much like one-of-a-kind pens. So a lot of my like Enablers Outpost pens, unless they came in my penscription box, you won't see them. Like my Leopard Leatherworks pens and my Enablers Outpost pens, the ones that you'll see now are ones that I went and I bought the blank and had the blank shipped to either Enablers Outpost or Leopard Leatherworks directly, and had them turned to my specifications of what I wanted. So that way I could have the blank that I wanted and the turn style and size and everything else that I wanted specifically. And that's basically how I'm doing my pens now. So you going forward, you won't see as many pens in one go, or as many pens spread out. You'll see like more pens in one go, because I'll be like, ooh, and I'll get like 3 or 4 blanks from a blank drop, and then I'll have them shipped out, and so it'll look like I'm getting a ton of pens in at once, but it's really because I'll buy a batch of blanks and then have them done, but so it looks like more, but it's really less that I'm purchasing overall. It just looks like a lot more at once, but it's not. But that's how I'm doing pens now, is I'll be like, oh, those are pretty blanks, I want those blanks, and I'll have them turned into pens. So that's how I'm doing them. But anyways, I owe you guys a video on that, which I have some blanks that I had shipped here sitting on my desk waiting for me to start the filming process for that, to give you guys the this is how you do it kind of a thing, for if you want to go through that process. But that's all I have for you guys for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.